Hello, how we all doing? How we all doing? Right, I don't know who's here right now, to be honest, this is gonna be a bit of a strange one. Completely new, but still the same. Still the same, just very slightly different, How we all doing, everyone? How we all doing? I'm Master Torch. If anyone's watching right now who maybe doesn't know who I am, I honestly don't know. But at the same time, doesn't particularly matter too much. I'm really excited for today because this is our first official, like, kind of a test stream. I wanted to see just how things would go on YouTube side. I just wanted to get an idea myself, really, of like what we could expect doing a live stream like this, right? So basically, I have no clue how this is going to go, what this is like. This is the entire point of the stream today, is to basically sit down, just have a little moment just to see how this feels on my end, because I've never done this. And the plan is we're just going to start playing through some Powerwash Simulator for today. And I'm hoping, all things considered, it's going to go well. So there's a couple extra little tools here. It's very different. It's a very different experience so far that I'm seeing right now. Like, everything on my end, very different in the way that it looks, it presents itself. One thing I'm going to say straight away, I don't like, there is no way to turn off concurrent viewers. I can see what that view count is. I can see how many people have watched me, how many people are like still here, how many people have left, whatever. I can see that, and that kind of terrifies me a little bit. It's a little bit of a scary thing, but maybe it's not as bad as you'd probably think, but at least on my end, it's a little bit like, that's the big thing. I also say I don't feel like I have as much control. Like, there's definitely probably mod controls and all that in the chat, but like there's just little auto things, like, you know, there's no auto mod. I can't change the setting, well, I can kind of change the stream settings, but it's just like, it seems like a lot of things are locked in. Like, for example, if I'm locked into one game, I can't switch games. Like, the game, it doesn't seem like on YouTube's end, there is no way to actually change over to that kind of thing. So yeah, not the best starting off, right? I do feel like I'm a little bit like I've lost a bit of control compared to what I used to. So I'm going to say that much, at least so far, just like giving myself like my initial thoughts being on this end. But so far, at least from what I can see, like everything else seems to be quite good. King Ace, how you doing, mate? Let's hang on. I should probably bring the volume down a little bit. That might be good. I don't know if it's maybe. How you doing, King Ace? It's good to see you. So we're doing a quick little test on YouTube. Just wanted to see how things would be on this end. I'm gonna be honest, King Ace. This is not the same. Like, I feel like well, I was trying to say. I don't know if you were here before, but like, what I was kind of saying before was, I feel like I don't have as much control. Like, I feel like a lot of my control has been taken away. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I got a shower, I got myself sorted. I've been trying to play about with my stream deck recently. I was trying to see if I could get that to like work on a stream function, and I kind of can get it, but it's really awkward. It's a really awkward device to stream with, mostly because, like, how do I say this? Like, the Steam Deck kind of has this like thing where like how would I say this? The Stream Deck kind of has this thing where it doesn't really want to get captured very easily on like say like an Elgato Stream Deck or something. Not an Elgato Stream Deck, but an Elgato capture card. So that's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, that one. Anyways, I'm thinking we just jump in a little bit right now and just like jump in a little to the game, just see how things go, and yeah, we'll just chill out. If anything kind of comes up, if anything new happens, I want to react on that and see how that goes. But so far right now, there's a lot of things I think YouTube's going to have that I think will be really fun in the future. But right now, it seems like I'm kind of like, how do I say this? Like, I feel like there's not as much in control here as I used to. Like, I think that's the big thing, the big takeaway right now is, like, I just feel like there's a lot being taken away from me on this end. And I'm maybe not as super happy about that as much as I wanted to. But otherwise, so far, interesting. It's interesting. Like, there are definitely some things that are, like... There's definitely some things I'm thinking to myself are really quite interesting in the fact that, like... On YouTube's end, there's a lot more I can, like... practice with. There's a lot more things I can prep. I know that they're working on the UI, I believe. The UI is definitely needing a little bit of work. I want things like auto mod. I want to be able to turn off how many concurrent viewers I'm seeing. I don't want a big giant graph of like that is anxiety inducing. Like I just have this giant graph of like everyone who's watching right now, and I can see like how many people are watching. It's not a big number. It's not a big number at all. But to be fair, that was kind of the point. This is a test run. This is a test stream. So let's jump into a game and let's just see how this goes. So let's just quickly, as always, I'm never prepared. Never prepared. Never prepared. I'm never prepared. You gotta accept that part. So jump on in. And let's see how this goes. Oh, hang on a moment. That might be a tiny bit big. Let's move that way. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of things the UI needs to like work with, because I like a lot of other things. I like a lot of the things that like YouTube's brought here. Like for one, they've made it so that like how would I say this? Like I was thinking about doing a stream on YouTube as well. I would say one of the big things that like really makes YouTube great on this end is that like prep for before a stream is a lot nicer. Like that's my biggest takeaway so far, is that like the prep that's needed to do certain things. There's no audio for me. Hang on. That should be better. That should be better. There we go. But let me know how the mix is. That shouldn't have changed during the. But yeah, actually, maybe I just want that to be a tiny bit quieter. Let's turn that down a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, like for the most part, like my thought so far is there's a lot of stuff that I can do in prep to make myself interesting, to make myself like more accessible. I can work on thumbnails, all that kind of thing, to make my streams interesting looking. And I'm happy about that part. It's just when you get to the streams themselves, once you're in that kind of meat and potatoes, and I do like my potatoes, like it's just, you're just missing out on a good couple things. That's kind of my problem. It's like I feel like I'm missing a lot of like tools that I would want on stream in the moment. But there's a lot of things I just really do like on the end that like, oh, I can do this, I can have this prepped, I can have this ready, I can have all this kind of things. I really like that there's like I really like the it's like, I think what they have it as is it's like the premiere or something it's basically called. It's basically like a way to schedule your streams, right? And that has been interesting to me because like the premiere, like for the most part, Premiere just basically lets everyone like ahead of time know when I'm about to start, and like they can all be ready. They can all be ready. I know with Streamlabs you can multi-stream as well. Multi-streaming is bad. Multi-streaming is bad, and if I do multi-streaming, I will lose my affiliate status. Like I will just straight up lose affiliate if I try to do that. So considering the mass majority of my audience is with Twitch, and considering the mass majority of my audience in Twitch doesn't know I'm probably streaming here, because a lot of people don't follow me on Discord or like Twitter, like they just only follow me on Twitch. Yeah, there's probably not going to be a lot of people coming here today, and they'll probably wonder why I'm like completely off. So oops. But yeah, this was mostly just a test to see how like things would go on this end. And yeah, it seems fine. I'm just... One thing I do quite like that's been added to the live stream thing, it is a nice metric to see that like you normally wouldn't get, is that there's now like a new metric here that's called average view time. So like I can, it'd be like that, yeah, it do be like that. But like it's pretty nice, like you can see like how long someone stays on average. So like that's kind of a useful tool to like to at least be able to say like, okay, I need to improve on this, I need to work on that kind of thing. So I like that part. And if you just like get yourself right here and another complaint I'm gonna have is like they have clipping in this, right? Clipping is great, but like the clipping tool is all the way at the far end corner of like the UI. Like it's not, if I want to clip a moment, I've got to go all the way, I have to get out of my game, I have to go all the way over, and I have to then click highlight video. It's just, I don't know, it's like Twitch has these big beautiful panels for all the quick actions, and then you can put those onto like a stream deck. That's really nice. Oh yeah, it absolutely does give you more insight. I'm very happy on that part, to be fully honest, King Ace. It really does give you like a lot more insight. I should, by the way, make sure that I'm on live chat just so I can see everyone's messages. I think everyone's messages will still come up anyway, but like they added raids as well. Yes, but the way to set off a raid is really complicated. First things first, I think everyone has to basically be subscribed to each other, right? Like I think both streamers have to basically be subscribed. They have to be like on like each other's like approved list of some kind. Like there's a lot of like there's a lot of little moments like that where it's just like, oh, you want to do this? Well, you've got to do this. That kind of thing. Like, it's all right, but like sometimes the best part about like raids have always previously been like being a surprise, you know? Like being surprised that like someone's came in, someone's gave you the chance, or like a friend that you didn't, hey Kai it's amazing. It's always so amazing seeing like everyone here, seeing beautiful faces, seeing all the beautiful faces I normally see. Kai hi. How you doing, Kai? We're just giving YouTube a little test today. I just wanted to see how like streaming on YouTube has been. I've actually, funny enough, I actually started out as a YouTube streamer. Well, not quite, but like I did YouTube streaming before I did Twitch streaming. Well before I did Twitch streaming. So like, yeah, like, huh? Hi. Bye. Oh no, don't leave now. Oh, don't leave me. I'm lonely. Don't leave me. Just trying to see, what else do I need to clean here? Oh, I see something. Like one of these bits here. Right, but yeah, like back in 2018, when I was about roughly 19 years old, I tried to make an attempt at being a YouTuber, right? And it didn't go well. It just didn't. I didn't have any of the correct mentality to make good, watchable content. And to be fully honest, I still question if I do. I still question like my own quality. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I think it's a good thing that I don't know, because that means I can hold myself up to a standard that should be better. Like I always like, if so long as I keep improving myself, I should always be good, right? So that's kind of the idea anyway. Like at least I'm trying to follow with, is just trying to make sure things are going to be better. But yeah, back in 2018, I was not very good at what I did. How do I say this, like, for the most part, like So basically, like, a lot of it kind of came down to, like, I was doing YouTube stuff with Splatoon, right? I was trying to basically be like a bit of a kids kind of entertainer. I didn't really know how to be. I didn't really know what I was doing right. And I felt like I was leeching off bigger YouTubers. And I think I was just all around a really bad person at the time. And a lot of people probably be like, oh no, Torch, no, you're not a bad person, you're not a bad person. Nah, not all the time. I think everyone can have their moment where they do something, they act out in a way that's like really terrible. And I felt like I did that maybe a little too often, like at least compared to what I do now. I did that way too often in comparison. And yeah, I was pretty much just, I don't think anyone outright hated me, at least at first. Like I don't think I ever had like a hated reputation, you know? I think for the most part it was just oh god, this guy's trying too hard, like why should we ever care about him kind of thing. This guy isn't entertaining, this guy just wants attention, he just wants to get famous kind of thing. And like I had to really think about that for quite a while, and like at the end of the day I basically decided I wasn't going to do any more of this. I just didn't trust myself, and I didn't think it was actually going to make me happy. I lost all the interest in what I was doing because I was doing it for the wrong reasons at the end of the day. So basically, like, once it came down to that kind of thing, I stopped. And here we are years now later with a new different kind of motivation, you know, a new reason to actually stream, and to, you know, to stream for a good reason. I think that's another thing, is like, it's a good reason to stream. I'm doing this for my own enjoyment and so that I can be entertaining for people. I want to become a better entertainer. That is my goal. And that can be a hard goal, especially like in the gaming sphere. Like that's a hard thing to do, to be like a good like gaming YouTuber or whatever, you know? So there is that. But now we're kind of back here again, right? And I feel like there's been a lot of changes. I remember being the most boring shit back then. Like, I don't think I remember talking a lot. Like, that was definitely a thing. Like, I think I was probably streaming to the same average people right now as I was then. Like, I mean, just on YouTube right now, you know, just the concurrent, like, one viewer or whatever. And you know what? That one viewer is a pretty cool dude. I'll be honest. You are a cool dude, King Ace. You're a cool dude. No, I think things will improve once more time goes on, I'm pretty sure. Kai likes to come in and say hi, so like I'm used to like Kai like end up leaving, or you know, stuff like that. That's fine. So what were you saying? Like I think you were saying that you were thinking about doing a live stream on YouTube as well, right? Yeah, I think it would be interesting. Like I think for the most part, so far my opinion, just from what I've done, is I think it's a bad idea if you've already got an established Twitch viewer base and you don't have a very well established YouTube following. Like, how do I say this? Like, YouTube is great if you want to get discovered and you can make good content. What you do there is you make a bunch of like shorts. Shorts are good discoverable content. Like, straight up, that's how you get discovered. That's how you get started. Do a bunch of good like shorts, and once like you've kind of got a bit of a small like subscriber base, you might be able to do like your first video, and that first video should, in theory, perform a little bit better than before. Like if you just streamed to no one, sorry, if you just did content to no one would care. And like technically no one cares right now. Like I've not properly done my own advice here, so like I'm suffering on that end, like pretty much. Because like yeah, it's a little bit hard to convince people to like, you just really, what it comes down to it is, I think if you want to get started as a YouTube streamer, and have like some kind of like chance at doing okay, you need to be a decent YouTuber first. You can get yourself discovered with shorts. Shorts are a really good way to get like new people in. True, it's all good. It's all good. Yep. I figured that would be the case, but just saying. Alright, there's just only like a couple tiny bits we need to get sorted here, and then we should be good to like pretty much get everything done, right? Let me see. What are we missing right now? An A-frame support, a central shaft, front spokes, rear outer beams. So that's a rear spoke. So this is a front spoke. So one of these is still dirty. So it's not that one. Shit. One of these spokes are dirty. It's just a question of like trying to figure out which one is dirty. It's gonna be like this one here, right? No? Which one is it? Oh, it's this one. See if we can chase after it and see if we can get this cleaned. Must be on this end. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. And then it's one of these A-frame supports. Apparently, it's like still dirty. This one. I bet you it's this little bit at the back here. Oh, that's just a little bit more. There we go. There we go. And then one of these central supports apparently are still Are both these central supports still both clean? It says, I think it said something about one of the center supports being dirty, right? Am I wrong? Hang on, let me check. A pod frame. I don't know what a pod frame is. Rear outer beam. Rear spokes. Okay, some of the rear spokes apparently is still dirty then. This one's still dirty. I imagine it's all the lights at the back, right? Yep. Looks like it. So, tell me about the way King is, because I know you do a lot of streaming now. How's streaming been for you? Have you been noticing a lot of good growth? Have you been noticing, like, you know, more people coming in? Like, be honest, because, like, I'll be fair. Like, on my end, things have been going a little bit slow, right? Now, I don't think that's necessarily, like, it might be my fault, but, like... I don't know, like, it's kind of hard at this moment in time for me to like figure out like interesting like things that will get me noticed. Like, I feel like I try to do interesting content types, but at least on Twitch, it's hard. It's a hard balance. It's been mixed. Yeah, I'd say mixed is the right word for me as well. Like, I think you're quite pod frame, right? If those are pods, then I guess these like. Yeah, these are pod frames. Let's get in the Among Us. Into the Among Us. Uh-oh. Right, one of these is still dirty then. Okay, I guess I'm chasing after inside. Yeah, but like, yeah, I get some people. I can imagine that. Have you got to affiliate yet? Yeah, at least. Yeah, there we go. Rear outer beam. Rear outer beam. Platform trim. Support. Star support roll. Star support pull. Star support pull? Star support pull? What's that? I really don't know what the star support bowl is meant to be. But like, yeah, I'm just kind of hoping like at some point things kind of get. Recently I had a bad experience with a viewer. Oh, is that something you want to talk about? I mean, it's pretty much just you and me right now, right? So like, don't worry about it. Like, this pretty much is technically private in a weird sense, right? It's pretty much just you and me. I added them and they got mad at me for not playing enough with them. Ah. So what's happened to you then is you've been hit by what's called the parasocial relationship. Basically, people want to like, you know, people want to be like your quote unquote friend and all that, right? They want you for so long that like, basically they start demanding that like, you know, we need to be friends. We need to play this. We need to do this. And it's kind of like basically they've made themselves your quote unquote friend, even though you've technically never asked for that. You've technically never wanted to be their friend. No, it's not maybe not. It's not maybe because like you don't like them. I'm not gonna say that. Like, you actually could like them quite a bit, right? But oh, it's this one, this outer beam. I see. But like, yeah, like for the most part, it's just like you can't be friends with everyone, right? That's always been like the problem. It's like, how do you be friends with everyone? You physically can't. The amount of people like I follow, I watch, I do stuff on in the YouTube, in like the VR chat space. I couldn't do that either. I couldn't keep up with everyone, and it kind of ruined the friendship actually. I actually had a friendship, like a friend group, completely ruined because I tried to account for more people than I actually could. That's something that actually happened. I tried to be friends with like all these people, and they didn't really appreciate at the end of the day like that I was, you know, maybe not there all the time. And how could I be there all the time? They said I couldn't keep a convo up and my mic was broken, and I told them that I was busy, and they unfollowed and said I didn't care about them. Oh boy. To be fair, I do think you were a little bit quiet. Last stream I watched, I thought you were a little bit quiet. And yeah, maybe I do think like there is, right, okay, that guy was an asshole, right? I want to get that point. But I do think maybe those are a few little actionable things that you could work on. Is like your microphone and some, you know, a little bit like just being able to, you know, keep talking. A big thing about like streaming, especially like when you're just starting, is you need to be able to grab people that come in as they come in. Now, I'm not going to say I'm doing brilliant, by the way. Like, I can see like what my viewership is and what my concurrent viewership is on this test stream, and I'm probably not doing great, but but like, yeah, you gotta make sure that like, you know, people are there, you know. But there's ways you can work on that, and that guy is just being an asshole about it. Like, that is the most part. This was off stream, so this wasn't even on stream. This was just basically, he was basically saying like, you don't talk enough while you were off stream. Am I getting that right? Because that's kind of really shitty. Where's the star support? It says the star support pole, right? That's the star. That big red thing's the star. You would fit, that's the central support, and those are A-frame supports. So what's the star support pole? I can't figure that one out. So this was completely set off stream. That sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm so sorry for you. I miss this one. Needy person. Hey, Lux. Lux, hang on a minute. I need to see if I can do something for you, Lux. There we go. There we go. There you go, Lux. Back into your normal job. Get to it. Chop, chop. Yeah, that is definitely needy, by all the means, and it's very like off-putting. Because like, why would you ever want to be a friend with someone like that? Like, I'm not calling you on that one. I'm saying more in like the sense of like, long term, why would anyone want to be a friend with someone like that? That's like so like intent on Oh yeah, by the way, King Haze, I don't know if you've I think no, actually you know, I think you already know. Like, I was gonna say it's certain someone's birthday today. No, I'm pretty sure you gave him a birthday message, so like Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Right, I can't figure out what this last star bit is. Star support pole. I'm not sure what the star support pole should be. I just can't find it. It's not one of these, is it? Like, these are posts. These say posts on them. So what is a star support pole? By the way, I hope getting onto the stream, by the way, wasn't too terrible for you guys. Like, I hope that wasn't the case. Oh, by the way, oh my god, I just realized I can say a thing now. I get to say the cringy YouTuber thing. Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And I'll know if you haven't clicked the like button. I can see it now. I can see it now. This is how I get downvoted. Oh no. Oh my god, I actually have to say like subscribe and like hit that bell and all that stuff. Oh no. This is where my life has taken me. Do you know something? I've been working on my YouTube video for a while now, right? And I had been struggling so hard on doing on-camera bits because like people leave. But like I've been struggling so much doing my like recording myself. I've completely finished recording, so now it's just editing everything together and sending it out on YouTube. So we're getting close. We're getting really close to this video being finished. But like I struggled so much because I couldn't make the call to action, the hit that bell, like and subscribe. I couldn't take myself seriously. I couldn't take any of it seriously. I was like creasing. I felt so cringy, and like there was no way I felt. I think there's gonna be no way in hell is anyone actually going, like, once they hear that section, they are going to click the subscribe button, because it's just that awful. How do other YouTubers do it? I actually don't know. It's upsetting. Like, what, huh? What do I do here? Like, I just genuinely, at this point now, I don't know what to do. What is it? Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it, because I can't find it. So what is it? The Powerwash Sim star support. Oh yeah, you can tell a lot of people do not know where this is. Like, they don't know where the does it say anywhere on the I don't think it says anywhere, by the way, where the star support pole is. Like, which one the star there's no information about where I can find the star support pole. Help. My only fault right now is one of these is just not a post. One of these are a pole. One of these are just like very specifically a pole, not a post. Or like fence, barrier, post, star support pole. This is a pole. This to me is a pole. But it's not that. That's apparently not a star support pole. And those are spokes. Wait, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Is it these little black things on the edge? It's one of these black things on the edge of the stars. The little poles on the edge of the... Oh. So one of these are disgusting. That's what's going on right now. I didn't quite catch on to that. I didn't catch on. I found it. Just gotta keep cleaning. Just gotta keep cleaning. As it comes on down. I think it's the other side that's dirty, probably. So come on. Let me get in, and then I can chase after it. Come on. This song sounds familiar. What is this song? What is this song? I'm not looking it up. But yet, oh, we're finally done. Yes. Okay. So next one, clean the subway platform. Oh, this is massive. Look at the size of this one. Oh my god. Okay, okay. We're gonna be here for a while, guys. Oh god. Help. Oh no. I think I saw Pud play this one, by the way. You guys know Pud, right? I remember her and Captain doing this one. And she would just get obsessed with the number 7. I think this was like the stream that she did that, and she just got obsessed with 7. Okay, there's a lot to this one. Like, there is so much to clean. But, oh god. Okay, one eternity later. I think what we'll do is we're just gonna get the widest nozzle we probably can get, and we're just gonna start attacking each wall. That's my first plan. We're gonna start attacking the walls. Oh, look at the color that comes through once the moment you like hit right through. This is multi-purpose. Let's see if we can maybe get some multi-purpose spray. That might be a good idea. This sounds familiar. Is this like Rhythm Heaven or something? Okay, we can buy a bunch of multi-purpose cleaner just to absolutely rip and tear. Alright, okay. Here we go. Here we go. This should clean things up way quicker. Oh god. I'm thinking you guys can hear that, right? Like the trains are still like actively going around. That scares me. It's a cool aesthetic, but like, that's scary. That's actually genuinely scary. Right, okay. So, next thing I'm trying to think about right now is what do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way and up she right. The train? What about the train? Oh, look at this! Look at that! Oh, it's that we just cleaned that not that long ago. I like the references that the game makes to its own other levels. I like that. I like that. We'll have to go over this pretty quickly afterwards, but like this should like speed things along way quicker. What's this one? Driving me nuts? Have you ever heard about the? Okay, a pirate walks into a bar. The barman notices that the pirate happens to have an entire steering wheel in his belt, and tucked right into his pants. The barman asks, "Are you okay? That looks kind of painful." And the pirate turns around and goes, "Aye, it's driving me nuts." Sorry. Sorry. Here we go, here we go. So, you know something, I think... Okay. I've got a little favor to ask you guys, right? The moment I say now, type in the letter 1 into the chat. I just want to see how delayed things are. Now. I think it takes quite a while for if my own thing tells me like it's accurate, that seems like there's quite a bit of a solid delay. Like I can't have like a low latency mode. like compared to Twitch. One, oh wow, okay, you guys were right on the ball as well from what I can tell. Like I saw like everyone came in at the same time, so like that tells me there's a huge delay. I think that must have been about like 30 seconds. That must have been about 30 seconds, the delay. So now it's going to take about 30 seconds for you guys just to wait to hear me to say that it's going to take 30 seconds for you guys to hear me. To say it takes 30 seconds for you guys to hear me say it's going to take you guys 30 seconds. You get the idea. So yeah, I think so far, like, my feelings on YouTube, it's interesting. It's an interesting platform. I don't feel ready for like ever moving away from it. I think for the most part, like, I would definitely want to stay on Twitch for quite some time. I definitely want to grow YouTube, but I think I'll do that through videos for now. Not through like trying to stream or anything like that. I think for the most part, like, I can hear you with delay, I believe. I can hear you with delay, without delay. So no, I'm pretty sure that, like, no, I was watching King Ace, and basically, like, it took forever. Like, it just took a long time for like anyone to like really react. Like the way that you and you and Lux both came at the same time tells me that, like, you guys were on the ball. Like, the moment I said now, you guys definitely went straight away. So, like, it took about 30 seconds. I think there's a 30-second delay. It's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, the moment of transmission, I'm 30 seconds ahead of you guys. There we go. Just clean all that up. Right up. And then, yeah. Okay, so what we could probably do is we could probably just start cleaning off the last of this tunnel wall. There's a lot to clean off still. Oh god. I love Mario Kart DS. I miss it. Okay, question for you guys. What was the best Mario Kart in your opinion? What is the best Mario Kart? And why? That's another question. Why do you feel that that was the best Mario Kart? I struggle, right? I think technically Mario Kart 8 is technically the best one. But like, for me, I had way more fun playing Mario Kart Wii than I did Mario Kart 8. And I like Mario Kart 8, right? I'll very occasionally, and I can only say very occasionally because, like, most of the time I can't afford to play. But like, I'll try to sometimes play with Eon on his streams. Problem is he streams when I work. So that's a bit of a problem. That's pretty much that's pretty hard to answer. It's a hard question. It's a like you're completely right. That is a hard question to answer. So like, if you can't answer that question, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you if you can't. Like, it is genuinely a tough one. Wait, August 11th, 1984. Is this game doesn't take place in 1984, does it? It can't, right? Why is it every game now these days has to be the 80s? God damn. That annoys me. I get it. Every decade there's like a new love for a decade that's never came. Like, that's been a long time. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because of how many different tracks there is and being added, I've only played 2 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart. I think partly it might just also have something to do with an inherent... I might just have an inherent bias, because the most amount of time I've spent, especially growing up, was with Mario Kart Wii. So like, maybe from that standpoint, I am just very biased. But I think when you ask people what their favorite Mario Kart is, like, people often will just give you their most biased answers. But like, I also grew up with DS. I didn't own a. I don't think I owned a legit copy of DS. I think I had the R4. The R4 was like an absolute like beast during the days, weren't they? I think I remember corrupting a lot of. I remember I corrupted a lot of people's Animal Crossing files because I tried to play multiplayer with them. I tried to play people still play Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, people seem to really like it. I've heard like something like, I heard that the game has like this like very powerful mechanic. It wasn't intended, but it's like the bikes are super powerful. Like it's called like, it's like basically you can keep yourself constantly drifting and keep drift boosting. And it's like something like called like sneaking or something. Because it basically, you have that like kind of like movement that Snake has. If that's what I think it is anyway. I think that's why a lot of people still play Mario Kart Wii, specifically. I used to play a lot of Crash Bandicoot Racing. I didn't have the one on the PS1, I had the one on the PS2. But it wasn't the bad, there was like the bad PS2 game, and then there was like the one that was worse than the PS1, but still not bad. That's the one I had. I had the better PS2 game, but still not as good as the PS1. I can't remember which one that was, but I used to love playing that. I was mostly a PS2. I was mostly a PS2 kid. I remember like, oh god, an old memory just came back to me, and I can't mind the game. I just remember the feeling, but it was like a really unknown PS2 game or something. And I think it was racing, and I don't think it was Crash Bandicoot. It was like its own kind of like cartoony original IP or something. I'm gonna have to look up for that now, because I want to talk about that, but I don't, like, I think once I find it, I will know it, but like right now, my brain's like, no. It was just this very kind of cartoony mascot-like thing, and all I remember was like a very buff dude. Like a very buff dude that you could play as. He kind of reminded me of like a very buff Snake from Metal Gear. There's something called MTGP for Mario Kart Wii, custom track grid. Oh yeah, I've heard some of the Nintendo like Wii kind of like modding. It's super fun. Like a lot of the stuff that you can, there's like a lot of fun stuff you can get away with. I used to watch this one like particular like YouTuber. I wouldn't say religiously or a lot, and I kind of lost interest with him because he was very much a stream YouTuber, and I was starting to get out of favor with this. But he did some fun mod stuff. His name was Datpags, and like it used to be like he showed off some amazing like Mario Kart like mods, and I loved it. Just like there was like the broken Miranda Cosgrove, like apparently like her model was only ever made to work for bikes. But they didn't know that, and like they put her in a cart, and she just started like T-posing out of the entire cart, just the entire time, just a T-posing Miranda Cosgrove, and the model would still react if you tried to do like the boost. You know, if you like were to boost like from a ramp, she would still boost from a ramp. The Game Boy one was fun. Oh, are you talking about, what's it called again? Is it Star Circuit? Is that the name of the game? It was basically the 2D kind of like very like F-Zero kind of style, wasn't it? Like the SNES game. It was basically just a portable version of like SNES game, wasn't it? Is that the one I'm thinking of? That one, but it was like it basically had like a couple extra characters and all that. It like had like Toad. I don't think Toad was in the original. I don't think Super Mario Kart had the original, like had Toad on them. To be honest, like people don't really talk about Mario Kart anymore. Like, when I say Mario Kart, I mean like the original Mario Kart, the Super Mario Kart. I also wonder why. Like, did that game not perform well enough? I imagine it performed. It must have done somewhat decent enough that they would make a sequel to it, right? Because then they made Super Mario Kart 64, and 64 was amazing. or at least so I've heard. I've actually never played Mario 64 myself. Sorry, Mario Kart 64. I've never played Mario Kart 64 before. But I've heard that like that game is supposedly like really good. So like I think when people talk about like the good original, most people talk about that one. Hey, talking to devil, huh? Talking to devil. I didn't even. That wasn't me. That just came out at random. I love that. I love that. I really do. Right. So, we're just gonna keep cleaning this bit for a while now. Oh God, I feel like we've been at this for already a good while, and like we've only gotten like most of one wall. There's this wall. There's the whole fucking floor. Oh no, there's gonna be so much here. Then there's these walls, these lights. I want to do one of these lights. Let me just quickly clean off one of these lights right now. You know, that wasn't as satisfying as I thought it would be. I thought that would be a lot more satisfying. It really wasn't. There we go though. Oh God, I keep thinking there's actual like trains still coming for me. That's scary. That's actually scary. Right. So we've got that sorted. Now. So once we're done with today, we're going to be going back to Wind Waker for a few streams, right? I just want to basically have like a week doing nothing really super important, because like I want to focus on just getting some other stuff out the window. Just get a lot more like work and content out. And I think just doing some more Zelda just gives me more time to prepare more interesting things. So I'm trying to work on that for a moment in time. But yeah, otherwise I think we're going to be pretty fine here. This wall still says we've got like a lot to clean. But like, this wall's not going to be clean for a while apparently. They really want to be picky about it. It's these bits at the top I think are really doing the most damage. Can I buy an extension? Like, can I buy like a... We've got the Prime Vista Pro, I think it was? So that's the short extension. I want a longer extension. Like this one. Here we go. This might help just make things a little bit easier. There we go, there we go. There we go, Luigi. You just gotta think for a little second. What would the dinosaurs do? Then you think, nothing, they're dead. They're all extinct. Yoshi's a muskrat. Alright, right, okay. You know, there's actually something, like, there's another reason, by the way, why I'm not going to be doing anything too exciting over the next, like, during this week with the schedule. Just more Zelda stuff. There's a good reason for that. I actually have something coming up next week that's going to be really interesting. Or at least I personally think it's going to be really interesting. I want to keep it secret for now. I want to keep it secret because I think... Okay, I will say one thing, right? I will say one thing. It's partly a collab, and I actually don't know if we're one... Oh, hang on. How are you feeling about the Mario movie? Mario movie is, Ooh, I'm not sure yet. Like, I will say one thing. The graphics are incredibly better. Like, oh my god. It is so noticeable how much better, like, the Mario movie is compared to anything that, like, Illumination has made. Illumination make very ugly movies, in my opinion. Like they have like a problem where, personally, I think they have a big problem where their character designs aren't very memorable. I think it's a lot of it's got to do with like it really is a lot to do with like the shape of a character. I think there's a lot of things that they do for like the shape of their characters that make them like quote unquote somewhat of a different shape but still the same. Like they make it easier to animate than to actually make these characters more interesting and expressive. Like, I don't like this movie. I don't like the movie, right? But Turning Red is a movie I don't like. But one thing I will never fault that movie for is its dedication to animating. Like the style, the movement, and it's very how we say, like, rubber hose cartoon animation, and that's hard to do in 3D animating. I will tell you that right now. Rubber hose animation, that kind of like old cartoony style that your grandparents, maybe you a little bit were used to like growing up with. That stuff is hard, genuinely, like awful and hard to do. So like I will never make fun of that movie for it, but I will make. But that's kind of like the big part of like Illumination is like, I don't think they really do a lot of that kind of style very often, and that's the big problem. It's like they don't really try much. So like at least from that perspective, I think the Mario movie is looking a lot better than anything Illumination has actually ever made, because it's very clear that Nintendo has a very, very tight grip on the production. You can tell. You can absolutely tell that, like, sure, some of the Illumination Studios kind of like stuff is kind of still bleeding through, but like they are not making as bad of a movie as like normal. It looks like they've actually put somewhat of a budget on this one to get like more people to actually like be a part of the movie. But if you're talking about like, say, you know, Chris Pratt, oh, it's me, I'm Mario. Chris Pratt is like the worst. I think Chris Pratt is like a really strange choice, because have you seen the international versions of the other versions of the movie? Like all the other international versions, all the different languages have the character of Mario speak in an Italian accent, like he's supposed to. He speaks in Italian. Like it's just a little strange to me that like the French version is more like has a more authentic Mario than like the English. And English is meant to be the primary language. English is the primary language. It's what's being you know, like, it's not like being animated in Japanese. You know, the lip sync animation's being done in Japanese. No, it's being done in English. It's completely an English-centric movie, and it's got the worst, like, Mario. I will say, there's a lot of them. There's a lot, from what I saw, there's a lot of, like, other characters and stuff like that I thought were actually really interesting. Like, I thought that, for example, like, I just felt like, for example, like, Keegan-Michael Key's doing Toad, right? I thought that would be the hilarious, like, most stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I actually thought that the small couple lines that he spoke were actually really well done. Like, I can't say anything too terrible about that, because, like, the tone, the characteristic, the animation, it works for that interpretation. In my opinion, I think it works for that interpretation of we can't get this. I just can't get this like last bit clean. This last tunnel wall bit clean. This is annoying. I can't see where the last bit is that's dirty anyway. Like, I'm just wondering if it's like one of these, like, if I get really close to the wall like this. That's what it was. I'm a smart boy. Okay, let's get the rail done. Let's clean up the rail. Well, we'll clean up the rail. But yeah, Keegan-Michael Key is like surprisingly good. I think Charlie Day has a decent chance at being a decent Luigi. I can personally see it. I can see him doing like a good, like a somewhat okay Luigi. It just depends. It depends on like how much of an attempt he makes at trying to do like the Luigi voice, and how much of it is just regular Charlie Day. Like, I think if he just does regular Charlie Day, it's going to be a very boring movie. But if he tries to go more into that like Luigiism kind of like talk, it could be really good. I think he could be really good. The woman who plays Peach, I've heard good things about. So he went to my college, Charlie Day. Oh, really? Really? Like, as in, like, he studied there, or did he like actually just visit your college? I've had the Proclaimers come into my college, but they definitely didn't study from where I am. But like, yeah, I got to meet the Proclaimers. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool day. They were kind of like with this like they were kind of like doing some kind of like charitable event or something. So it was like all about music with disability and stuff like that. And yeah, like I actually didn't get to see them perform. I was sad. I got to see the disabled people, you know, all the performers that he had with him, with them. Like I saw them. I had them like saw them perform, and I'll be honest, they kind of sucked. I'm sorry. None of them had like physical problems, by the way. I just want to say that aloud. No, I'm not trying to be cruel. They definitely poured their hearts and souls out of it. Yeah, he graduated at my college and gave a speech for my class. Holy shit, that is cool, my dude. Wait, you weren't the same year, were you? Like, I assume it was like I assume it's like a case of like he graduated years back, and like he just came back for this graduation. But that's cool. That's cool. I actually really like It's Sunny in Philadelphia. Like I like that show. I mostly like it because like it's one of those shows that like very adult humor, but like at the very least you know that the characters are actually getting punished for like their actions. I feel like shows, especially like Rick and Morty, like Rick gets away with too much bad things too often. Like he gets to be a terrible person and no one ever really like punishes him for it. They'll call him out for it, but no one ever like punishes like Rick for being like as terrible as he is. And then not only that, but like I think so many like other like adult comedies, and especially going back to Rick and Morty. No, he graduated in '98. Fucking hell, I was born in '98. I was born in '98. Oh god. Oh yeah, he's been going for a while. He's been going for definitely a good while. It's a really good show. Yeah, absolutely. It is absolutely a good show. I will say that. Like, I like it. I like it. I also think like as time's gotten on, they've gotten a bit more progressive. I think it's gotten a little bit more interesting. Like the whole playing Mac up to be gay, and then actually him being gay, and then like a lot of the story stuff about him being gay, being like I don't know, the final season, like the season finale where there was like the big dance for like the previous season that's before the current, that was really good. Like it felt very heartwarming because Mac has always been like a character that no one's taken very seriously, and like, what's up, Torch? It's your boy Silent. Oh, is it 1998 KC? KFC, eh? Someone likes that KFC bucket. It's good to have you, Silent. How you doing, mate? How you doing? We've been testing out YouTube today. At least on the terms of like how it runs and performs, like on this end. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of things I like. There's a lot of things I don't like. And I think a lot of the things I don't like will become addressed later. That is my opinion so far. Old email, lol. Oh dear. You might be able to change your handle in a bit. I can see that, lol. No, I mean, what I mean though, like, it's like, definitely, like, I would say, like, one thing, like, I really like that on YouTube streaming, the one thing I like is that you can have a lot of stuff done in preparation, right? There's also, you know, there's also things like thumbnails that you can set up. There's, you know, there's kind of like a premiere kind of thing where it's like you can count down how soon like you start a stream. So like what I might end up doing now is like instead of having that like 5-minute, like I always do like roughly 5 minutes starting up before like we actually do anything. It could be the case like I turn that off, like I stop doing that. I just, the moment the time starts and we just start. So like I don't know, it's an interesting thing. Like there's a lot of things to it, and I'm kind of interested to see, like, it also looks quite clean. I don't know what it looks like on your end. I could click on my own stream and start watching myself. That would definitely inflate my numbers. That'd be kind of unfair, but I could definitely inflate my numbers if I wanted to. But like, yeah, like it's at least on my end, there's not a lot going on. There's just not a lot going on. Like, you want to know what I can see on my end? I can see my preview. I can see the category. I can see the game. I can see what my privacy is. I can see how many concurrent viewers I have, and I can't turn that off. I like to turn it off. It looks crisp-ish, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. The UI looks, I think you just like the UI design. Like, it's YouTube. YouTube has clean UI for the most part, right? Like that's always going to be a thing. Oh, I'm just thinking about it. This should help with me. If you guys watch for quite a while with my live streams, you probably can probably help boost my my watch hours. But like, yeah, I think a big thing would be the UI design. Probably looks a lot cleaner on this end. Twitch has very much like that kind of like, I think Twitch has that very much like kind of slightly crusty gamer feel to it. Like if we're talking about UI design, I think definitely Twitch has that. Like, it feels like to me like Twitch has like that kind of like, hey guys, this is the gamer town for gamers, where we do gaming, RGB and black. Whoa, you know that kind of thing. Like that's kind of how I feel with Twitch. It's like I feel a little bit wrong being here, whereas like YouTube feels a little bit more official, a little bit more professional, but it also doesn't feel very like specifically accommodating for, say, like, you know, it definitely doesn't feel as fun. It doesn't have that fun feeling that Twitch can have, especially like I think a big thing is like Twitch has like gamification. The gamification of mechanics, right? So like, you know, you've got your hype train, you've got like all the little fun like little things going on the sides. You know, like if you hit a goal, if you finish a goal, you get, your chat gets filled with this big explosion of like a big banner, like saying like, "Whoa, we did it, boys, we did it." You know, it's all those little things that like aren't kind of here with like YouTube. And then there's also like a societal difference with YouTube, right? Like, I think a lot of people that watch YouTube live don't watch Twitch live. Like, I don't think there's a lot of crossover. So I think a lot of the people that watch YouTube like as a streaming service, they don't follow the same kind of conventions and stuff like that. I think one day they will catch up, like, to like all the Twitch like behavior. I think there will be a lot more Twitch like behavior going forwards, right? Now you can treat that as a good thing, you can treat that as a bad thing, probably a bad thing. I don't know, but like, you know, like main thing I'm trying to say though is like Twitch is a bit more fun. Twitch is more fun in that regard. At least I'm speaking more from the perspective of like being a viewer, not so much like a streamer. I'm talking about like my own experience watching other streamers, or other YouTube streamers. Yeah, like people are a little bit more. People still like, you know, they'll still laugh around, stuff like that, but like it doesn't feel as fun. Alright. Well, that's my feelings anyway, Silent. Now, what is this song that's playing right now? What is this song? 426. Remix 10, Rhythm Heaven. Oh, Rhythm Heaven. I've never played. I've actually. No, I was gonna say I've never played Rhythm Heaven, but like I have a tiny bit. I remember playing it on. Oh God, I hate that I have to say this, but who remembers like all the old like gaming like you used to get those like, I don't know what to call them right now. They were like stationary like games and all that you could play. Like you would go to a shop and they would have like a big section. They would have like a big machine that like would like let you play like you could like play like say like they would maybe have like a Nintendo DS attached to them. You know, and like you could try out a couple like demos and stuff like that. And I remember going into Toys R Us. Oh God, this is like starting to show some age. I remember going into arcades. No, it wasn't arcades. Arcades are different. But I remember going in and like, I think it was Rhythm Heaven, and just like playing one of those. And I just remember like how tight the rhythm was that you have to be. You have to be so on perfectly on time. Demo games at GameStop. Yeah, that kind of thing. I think there's like there's a better word for it, but like I can't think of it. I can't think of like what the word would be. Like what would be the name for like a stationary computer that like the public you would use? I'm trying to think what that would be called. There's definitely a word for it. I can't remember. But God, I remember all those things. I remember playing Smash Bros for the first time on one of those, and it was Smash Bros 3DS, by the way. I was in an Asda, which was at the time run by Walmart, so it was basically British Walmart, although not as good as Walmart. They didn't actually sell the same items in Walmart. I've heard that you could buy guns in Walmart. That's just crazy to me. Used to play the demo on the Xbox 360. Ah, yes. I remember you used to like be able to have like your friend, and like you'd play like you'd go into like a we have a shop called Game. It's just called Game. They don't really exist anymore, but like the last few like games that were around, I managed to get my Switch from one of them. Back in college, I actually left college saying that there was an emergency event, and just skipped the class. I just skipped class for that day to get my Nintendo Switch. I was that excited for it. Don't do what I do, kids. I think you guys are younger than me, so I can call you kids, right? I don't know. But yeah, like that was definitely a thing. Like I tried a lot to like get a lot of that kind of stuff like sorted. McDonald's had them as well. I don't really remember them in McDonald's. That might be an American thing. A wise wisdom, a man of wisdom right there. Skip school for games. I might have done that. I might have done that. I don't really regret. Nah, I'm older than you. Oh. I'm 24. Okay. But no, like to be honest, I don't regret doing it, Silent. I don't regret doing it because that day was glorious. That day was absolutely beautiful. Like, I just played so much of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and like I had so much fun. It was so good, honestly. Like, I just played my heart's content out with that game, and just I never stopped. I just never stopped. It was like late at night by the time I stopped playing, and like I was taking it into every room. I was like taking it to me with the toilet. I was taking it into like on the couch, sitting next to my mum, showing it off. Like, oh mum, look what you could do, look what you could do. And like, I'd skip school, but I don't know if I have Tractors at school to play with, so never did. I still need to beat it. It's not too hard. I don't think Breath of the Wild's ever been like a quote-unquote hard game. A lot of people seem to think it's pretty hard, but like the DLC is, I'm not sure. The DLC is kind of, I need a drink break. That's the one thing I miss actually about streaming on YouTube. I don't have channel redeems anymore. Channel redeems you can only get as a as like an affiliate anyway, but I technically would not be, I'm not making any money from YouTube. Like, this is just completely free entertainment. But I'm not getting those hydrate reminders like I used to. Get some drinks and make one for me as well. No. It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. We'll do it on Friday. I'm definitely in the mood for like Friday and Saturday to just like absolutely just have a bunch of fun. Hey. 1, 2, oatmeal. Who cares? It's a weekday. I care. I have to work tomorrow. Unfortunately. I've got to work. And I work in a very important place. Bum 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 bum. I might make one with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has a gin? That's kind of a gin, really? I got work as well? Oh, well, not everyone can be as German as you when it comes to drinking. Lol, I handle trash. To be fair, I think your job is still technically more important than mine. I work in an important environment, but like I work in a very important environment, and I really do help a lot of things, but like my technical role and all that, like I am just a glorified helper. Want me to send a pic of it to you? No, you're fine, mate. I don't need to see trash. I look at your face most of the time anyway, whenever you're on no, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be mean. I shouldn't be so mean. I'm sorry. Bum 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 bum. The gin Brit. Oh right, okay, fair enough. Post it in the, post it in the Discord, okay? I don't want to like a direct DM. I get a lot of like people who like basically like keep going like Torch, look at Discord, look at your DMs, It's like, I'm trying to day shit. I'm playing video games professionally. What the fuck are you doing? No, I'm not that rude. I feel like I should be sometimes, but like, I'm not that rude. Ugh. I'm gonna send you a pic of Trash Tea tomorrow, just close that comment. It better be your face, right? That's all I'm hoping, right? It's just a picture of your face that that you send. And no, if anyone's watching right now who like doesn't know who I am and all that, like, this is just, I'm not bullying, this is my friend. Or are we friends? Rivals? Lovers? Plot thickens. Wait, I have one more? Oh, another drink? What's one more drink? What's one more drink? What's one more drink? Drink! Kampai! Or, I don't, what do Germans say for, what do Germans say when they want to drink? I don't know. I feel like there is actually a pretty decent word for, like, what they say when they want to drink, like, to celebrate drinking. It's banter. Banter. I love that word. I love that word. Like, it's a very, to me, that's a very, like, specifically, like, British word. And I love it. Like, what? Oh, cheer up, lad. We're just having a bit of banter. You know, like, it's like a very Englishy, but, like, you could do it in any language. Like, you could do it in any accent, I mean. Like, and it sounds, like, appropriate. The only one I will say, like, I feel like a lot of words that Americans say, they don't really suit saying. Like, have you ever heard, like, an American try to say, like, a lot of British slang? I've heard a lot of other, like, you know, other countries and stuff like that, like, where they'll say, like, you know, sometimes it's got, like, its own unique charm. I just think American accents are really bad at, like, British slang. Like, making it sound good. Why do I need to be this? Like, why do I always have to be so in depth with, like, how clean? Oh, Mario Kart lick. In the jazz, I like a little bit of jazz, right? Who doesn't like a little bit of jazz? But like, that little bit that was just playing right now, done. Get trashed. Oh, I wish I could get trashed right now. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But yeah, like, I like listening to, like, the occasional jazz, and like that song became a joke to the to the jazz community. They would just sneak in that, like, solo, that I can't do it very well, but like they would sneak that into, like, any, like, improvised song. It was kind of like the new version of the lick, but a little bit more tough to perform. Because, like, the jazz lick is also something that's been very, like, popular. I'm gonna drink right now just to annoy you then. Fuck, come on, don't. Wait, maybe I have one? I don't know what the terms of service are about alcohol on YouTube, so I don't think I can drink. I would be allowed to have, like, a little drink on Twitch, I know that much. But, like, YouTube, I think it's a lot more strict when it comes to, like, anything to do with alcohol, so, like, I don't think I can. Wait, why did it send that? Oh, I hope it wasn't anything. I hope it was something hilarious, something that you really shouldn't have, like, sent. I would laugh. I would laugh. I would laugh so hard. Sorry, I'm a bit cringy today. To be fair, I'm cringy every day. One of my favorite things I've been seeing recently is, like, a bunch of, like, very professional, like, YouTube will take you down, lol. Oh, they take anyone down for just breathing. They'll take anyone down for even thinking about something slightly not suitable for their advertisers. Like, nah, I sent a message an earlier sent again, lol. Ah, right, okay, fair enough. When do I get to be mod? Right fucking now. Right now, bitch. Welcome in. Hey, Oli. Get yourself used to the new moderation channel panel. This is interesting. It's interesting. Like, hello. I like that it comes with its own little badge straight away. It's interesting. Like, I feel like I've definitely went back to the beginning again with, like, YouTube. Like, this feels like early day YouTube again, but, like, with a little bit more fun. A little bit more fun, because there are still people who are like very dedicatedly, you know, still very dedicatedly here for me, which I'm happy about. There's a few people I was expecting to come, or like expecting to see, and they just didn't. I guess some people are very much like, I suppose there's a lot of people who are very much in the, I'm familiar. Oh right, of course. You were a YouTube mod before you were a Twitch mod. That's right, I forget. I assume you're not modding for that guy anymore. Do you still get like, I don't know, like, have you been completely removed from the mod list? Do you still get like, could you go into one of his streams and start messing with people? Oh, that would be amazing. Burn that bridge. Burn that bridge. That would be amazing. By the way, if anyone's wondering what's going on, me and Holy both met by this one YouTuber, and basically ever since he's basically kind of proven himself to be a bit of a piece of shit. So like, she was a mod for him, and like basically like I'm the only person that she mods for now. So one, free real estate. I don't have the timeshare anymore. But yeah, I was completely removed as much as I'm aware. Ah, I was hoping we could mess with him. That would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. We just have to like subscribe for like temporarily for a little bit, and then we could just like mess with them. Oh, but that's a shame. That's a shame. But yeah, that was kind of the main thing. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying though, there was a few people I was kind of expecting to maybe see today, and like, I'm a little surprised that they didn't come. I'm a little sad about that, but you know what? I'm still really happy to like have everyone here. But yeah, to be honest, like so far my thoughts, Holy. YouTube has a lot of good tools for like if you want to start. If you want to start a YouTube like stream, it's got a lot of good tools for that. I like that part. I like that part. But I think once you start a stream, there's a lot of things taken away. I got that drink and I'm sipping right now. Oh, gotta rub it in, huh? Rub it in, rub it in. Everyone's got a good drink except for me. I wish I could drink a bit. I wish I could have a bit of alcohol right now. I really do. I really do. But that's not, it's not happening. It's just not happening, unfortunately. I just don't get to have that luxury. Right, let's see. I'm just gonna clean off this bit here. This is annoying me. God, we've been here for a while now, and I feel like... yeah, we haven't even gotten to 50%. We haven't even gotten to 50%. God's sake. We've still got this entire midsection. All of this. We've got all of this, which is... ah! We're not even 33% in. You want me to rub it into you? What, the alcohol? I wouldn't mind a little bit of rubbing a little bit of alcohol sounds kind of somehow nice. Like isn't that a thing? Rubbing alcohol? Which I think is meant to be for... I had some delay, what? Talking about YouTube tools? Oh, right. So I think that, like, my opinion so far, right, from doing this this test stream, is that, like, my personal opinion so far is that YouTube has a lot of good tools for setting up a stream, right? You can set up a thumbnail ahead of time. The Ryan Jin is quite good, not gonna lie. Oh my god, it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. But like, it has a lot of good stuff for like if you want to start like a stream. But once you're in the stream, right, on the creator end, there is not a lot of don't drink rubbing alcohol torch. No, I was gonna use it for rubbing it against my body, like a nice massage. Like a nice massage kind of. But it's alcohol. It's alcohol. Oh, but no, like I just think like once you get yourself into like the actual like system, once you're in the actual live stream, there's not a lot of tools at my disposal. There are a few couple ones that I like. Like, for example, I can see my average view duration. That's a really nice one. I really like the average view duration. It tells me like how long like everyone is roughly on average watching my stream for. And if you're wondering what that answer is right now, I've had a very small I've only had like a very few amount of views, so like I'm very open to talk about this right now, but like I'm basically averaging 15 minutes per viewer, and that probably will go up the more people start to like talk more with me, and like, you know, things go up. Like I get my average, I get my usual people in. But like, yeah, that's kind of been my experience so far. Is like the starting a stream tools are really good, but the tools once you're in stream need to work. Once you're in a stream, once you've hit go live, the tools that they give you is a little bit missing. I feel like there's a lot of things missing. The biggest one that I think is going to be a very big put off, especially if like more and more as time goes on, like more and more Twitch streamers leave Twitch for YouTube. The one thing that's going to put people right off is the concurrent viewers. I will try to be here when you stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, if you can always like, subscribe, hit that bell. The bell gives you notifications every time you want to see my content. Oh, no. See, it used to be, I used to be able to do this like in a way that like wasn't as cringy. But like I don't have my bot anymore. I don't have the bot anymore. So like I don't get that luxury. There we go, just gotta keep on going. But yeah, my hope right now is I want to have like various kinds of like content going on to YouTube now in the future. Big thing being though, like I want like, oh Torch, I gotta eat dinner and head back home. I'm still at work. I will try to be back in time, but if you stop streaming by then, fuck you too. Did you memorize that? No, it's Torch with a number, isn't it? Never mind. But like, no, that's fine, Holy. I don't think I'm going to be staying for much longer, to be fully honest. Mostly because this was just a test stream, and I feel like I now have somewhat sufficient data, even about an hour in. But I want to do maybe a little bit more. Let's try to like clean up this. Let's try to clean up this whole section. So like the ceiling here, this little bit here. Let's just basically get to 33%. I think that's the ideal number. Let's get to 33%, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, you take care, Holy, right? You be good. Yeah, it's got some stupid numbers in it because Twitch go. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I need to be really quick about the whole stupid numbers thing. So YouTube basically decided that they're going to have like basically like Twitter handles, right? And this is basically going to help verify if people are actually who they say they are, right? So I could have myself as Master Torch, right? And then no one can take the name Master Torch. They could take a variation of Master Torch. It could be like Master Torch 01, 02, or like the real Master Torch, or you know, something like that. But I am Master Torch. No one else can physically be Master Torch. So when I get the choice of like being able to put my thing, I need to be quick to add myself as Master Torch. Otherwise, other people could become Master Torch, and I would have to come up with like a different number and name for myself. I've been feeling fairly low energy, body aches, really hoping I'm not going to fall in sick. So calling it a day sounds good to me. That's absolutely fine and fair, Holy. I want you to make sure that you take care of yourself properly. So yeah. I will definitely say that, like, if you go take a proper rest, make sure that like today's like you're gonna be fine, because I want to have a good bit of fun again on the weekend. I feel like I didn't really have much chance last weekend to really relax and have any fun, so I want to make up for that. So I definitely want to get like some drinks in, stuff like that, have some real good fun, probably do our Blades in the Dark session again. It'll be good. It'll be a good time, I think. I miss that stuff, I really do. And I'm sorry for not being able to do that sooner. Lolo, man, this feels really weird to watch you here. It's me, Snark, by the way. Oh, hi, Snark! I'm on my old cringy account, too lazy to fix it. Snark! Hey, I know it feels really weird, but you know, this is temporary, right? This is temporary. I'm not going to be on. I don't think I'm going to be on Twitch forever. I'm going to say that much. I think my future is here on YouTube, at least for streaming. But, and I want to make this absolutely clear, that future is not too soon. It could be months away. I just want to get that point out. That could be months away. So what I want to do is, like, as time goes on, YouTube gets a little bit better. I just want to maybe like progressively, slowly transition. But yeah, it does. I can definitely see that like some people are a bit weirded out by it. But thank you so much for being here. Can't be bothered changing. Oh, you guys are funny. But no, that's my honest opinion. I don't think Twitch is doing very well, because I think Amazon, for the most part, are very much interested in short-term solutions to making money that aren't going to be very good in the long term. And I think in the end, YouTube is going to outperform. And it kind of already has with like somebody announced. I know I'm funny. You are right. I'm sure you know that like I'm always joking around like whenever we're like having our fake like when we're having our arguments, right? I really hope that you do. One of those things I'm going to definitely do is get my emotes on here again. I don't think I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll be able to do that until like I get like YouTube Partner. YouTube Partner, by the way, is going to be absolutely horrible. YouTube Partner is terrible. So, do you guys know the requirements to become a streamer on Twitch? Like to be like a monetized streamer. Do you guys know the answer? Americans have beef jerky and stuff in boxes. Ooh. I like beef jerky. I could go for some beef jerky actually. I don't know how bad it is for America, like for the calorie count, but like I could go for some. So on Twitch, right? To get monetized, all you need to have is 50 followers and free average. You basically need to have like you need to stream. I think it's like roughly about 12 hours for the month. And then you also need to have an average of 3 people. That is what it takes to become an affiliate. It's not hard. I think, considering how I am right now, if that was the same rules, I could probably get like... if YouTube had the same rules, I could probably get like YouTube affiliate or whatever it was in like the space of like a couple weeks. Like 2 weeks. I'd say I could get it all in 2 weeks, right? But on YouTube to get partner, the thing is like YouTube wants to make sure that as a YouTube channel, you are absolutely dedicated and are properly like making good content. Damn, I should become a Twitch streamer then. Hey, you could give it a try. I mean, just because you can make money doesn't mean you will make money. That's definitely a thing. Like, I don't particularly make a lot. I make enough that like I'm gonna probably get taxed on it later, but like I'm not gonna say like Twitch money is good money. Especially compared to like the hours that you do. Like it's a fun hobby kind of thing, but like if you were to treat it like a job, it's like, yeah, no, I'm already on Twitch, lol. But no, on YouTube, because like advertising is like so much more strict, like they have so much expectations on YouTube to make sure that like all that stuff happens. They want to make sure that someone's not going to cause another ad apocalypse, because it was pretty much like an ad apocalypse. Like basically the reason why we had the ad apocalypse back in like 2015 was basically because one particular YouTuber was pretty much, yeah, money is money. That's also true. I'll say this: Twitch has helped me afford a couple of pieces of equipment and stuff like that I would never have been able to afford. So like I'm happy about that. But like for the most part, like when it comes to when it comes to like the objectives, first thing is 1,000 subscribers. So that's like what, times 20 the amount of followership that you need to get. Not easy, not an easy number. At least unless you go very viral or something, like that's not an easy number to get to. Because like you've got, think about like YouTube, everyone wants to be a YouTuber. So now you've got to contend with a lot of competition. That's a big problem. You've got to contend with a lot of competition. So there's that. You also need to have, you know, no community strikes or anything like that. The other thing that you need to watch out for is that basically, how do I say this? People, you need to have about 4,000 watch hours. Now, this is for the whole year, to be fair. But, like, that's a big number. That is a big, big number. I've nearly got, I think, 1,000 views on a short. And that 1,000 views, I think, equated to about only a single hour. Or something like that, right? So, like, a half-decent short doesn't even equate to a lot of watch hours. Good luck with the stream, mate. Oh, I'm gonna eat right now because I've got an early start tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna probably finish up soon. I wanted to see if I could do like a raid, but I don't think I have the ability to yet. I think you might specifically have to be a monetized streamer to do that stuff. You need to be like a YouTube partner. So that's fine, that's fine. I'm just curious how this goes. But yeah, 4,000 watch hours is a lot of time, especially if your content, and if you decide to do a lot of content, if your content's very short, and you know you have like you don't have a very, or like, you know, you don't have a very good retention rate or anything like that, you're not going to be able to like have a lot of people like come in and like enjoy your stuff. So some depending on like what you do and like how decent you are, that could be an easy one to get or a hard one to get. I'm curious what's going to happen with my video that I'm setting up, my first ever like proper YouTube video, since like getting back into like content creation. I'm curious to see how that one's going to do. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm very scared about that prospect of it like underperforming. But I also have to expect it to underperform. Like, that's kind of the whole point. You gotta be shit first. But still, I've worked on it so hard. It's like I've worked on it for so long. I just feel like I'm never gonna be able to live to the expectations that I have for you guys. I'm gonna get that finished really soon though. Like I'm gonna work on it once the moment I finish the stream. I'm working on it. Let's hope for the best. I hope so, and I hope it's good. I hope it's going to be okay for you guys. I'm just very nervous about that. Like, but then again, it's always a marathon. It's never a sprint. It's a marathon. Making good content is a marathon, and oftentimes you gotta learn to walk before you can run. I'm not gonna. I don't think I should or could take off with a sprint, because then I would be dealing with unexpected, like unreasonable expectations that I would never be able to meet. Right. Okay. Okay. So. I'm trying to think what to do right now. Oh, we're past 33%. I think it's. I know you just got here, Snark, but I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to finish up for the day. I wanted to do this test. I said if once we get to 33%, we'll stop for today, and then you know, we'll get on to like, you know, our main content back on Twitch again tomorrow. So. This has gave me some interesting like results, and there's some interesting things. I'm a bit hopeful for YouTube. I think it needs some more improvement, but I think if I come back in a month or two, I think we're going to be seeing a much more better YouTube really quickly. No worries, hon. Thank you so much, by the way, for being here, Snark. It really does mean a lot to me. And it really means a lot to me for everyone else who's been here as well. So, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Obviously, you guys are just amazing as always. And I can't thank you enough for that. Now, I don't think there is anything I can do specifically to, like, you know, say, like, you know, like and subscribe, or let's start a raid. I can't really do any of that kind of stuff, unfortunately. So all I will say so much is, for everyone who's been here today, thank you so much. I forget how blessed I truly am sometimes by having so many dedicated, lovely friends, fans, so many loved ones. Honestly, thank you all so much for being here, and I hope this little debut on YouTube, I can make a good I want to make a good time for everyone who's here. I want to make good content here, and I will. So stay tuned soon. That video will be out soon, and a couple more shorts should be out on the way as well. Love you guys, and I'll see you another time. Bye-bye. That was awful. Bye, guys.